tonight's Sunday team training. Really excited to see you guys on. Give us a little wave. Woo-hoo. Amazing. Evie's there too. Awesome. So we've got a really cool Zoom call lined up for you tonight. I've got a few things I want to share first, and then we've got some of the diamonds coming on to share some of their top tips and answer some questions, to answer how they get customers and how they get team members. And obviously we're going to be talking about Teamsy. Because any of you that are on here that maybe haven't heard of Teamsy yet, or that haven't started using it yet, then you'll see Matthias on this call. Matthias actually shared Teamsy with us, which was amazing. And that, like Matthias and some of the diamonds have actually been using it since like middle of January. And I literally am on day 3 of setting mine up. So I just want to share with you how excited I am about Teamsy and what kind of, I guess, worried me or stopped me from using it, and why it's taken me this long, I guess. Just to kind of help you guys to understand, and to like, I don't want you guys to wait the amount of time that I did. I want you guys to get on it as soon as possible, because honestly, now I've done it, I wish I did it sooner, and it is amazing. And the key to this business and being successful, or anything in life, is to be organised, and Teamsy helps you to be organised, which is why I love it so much. And what I was worried about with Teamsy was that I wasn't going to be able to keep up with logging everything, if that makes sense. So I literally just started Teamsy just to log who I talked to about the products and who I talked to about the business, to have the follow-up system. And there's also got amazing scripts on there as well, guys, which I think some of the other diamonds are going to talk about. Like, the scripts have also helped me a lot as well. And the follow-up, getting your follow-ups so much better, because I've always, I guess, lacked with my follow-ups. You know, it's so easy to lose people. And I guess it's something that falls to the bottom of my priority list, like, so I don't kind of keep on top of my follow-ups. And actually with Teamsy, it keeps you on top of your follow-ups. It keeps you going with building those relationships, because that's what this is all about, is building and maintaining those long-lasting relationships until that person can make a decision on whether this is for them or not, and whether they want to do it in the future. So it's keeping that relationship alive, and that's what I love so much about Teamsy. And I feel like a weight has been lifted. I just feel like, because you can obviously upload all your customers to it, so it really helps you look after your customers even better. You can upload all of your team to it, so it also like helps you to help your team and be in touch with them. And then also you can also upload all of your Facebook friends to it as well, which is epic. So I love it, and it's just such a great feeling. And literally, it just doesn't even it's so not time consuming at all. So like today I did all my birthdays, and I've just logged all my birthdays as a connection. And then that will then, because I do get a lot of customers and teamies from my birthdays. So it's so good to see the numbers on there, to see actually how many people you are connecting with, starting conversations with, building relationships with, because that is going to funnel into, you know, customers and team members. So it's just such a great feeling, and because it gives you all your numbers. The other thing I love about Teamsy as well is when you set it up, you have to put in what you want to earn in the next 12 months, which I love that, because it's about setting your goal, and then it will then give you your numbers. So it will sort of give you like an average on what your numbers should be. So it will average out for you how many people you need to be inviting and speaking to and connecting with on a daily basis, which I love, because it just gives you like a basic number to work with. You can change the numbers if you want, but I left mine with what it gave me as like my minimum, and then I do over the numbers, but I know like that's my minimum. So that's how I do it. So that's what I love about it. So it gives you so much confidence, because you're like, right, if I hit these numbers every day, then I'm going to be hitting my goal of the money that I want to earn, which is just such a great feeling. And then you also go through your why. So you have to write down like, why did you become distributor, and all of that, and what your why is, how it's going to make you feel when you achieve your goals, things like that, which is so good to do, to like reconnect with why you're actually doing this. And you know, obviously there is Matthias has done his training call on actually how to set up Teamsy, so he's spoken about all this anyway. But when you actually do it yourself, you're just like, wow, this is so good. And that's what I loved about it. It's all very simple to set up. It's got all the videos, and you know, the guy that set up Teamsy, he's done all the videos, and He talks about, you know, the importance of building relationships and maintaining those relationships. And like I say, it could be, I find it very overwhelming. You know, I've got 5,000 Facebook friends. I go onto my Facebook and I've got 100 messages. I go onto my Instagram, I've got like loads of messages. I go to my WhatsApp, I've got loads of messages, and it's very easy to feel overwhelmed. So I don't know if any of you guys feel like that, but Teamsy has already made me feel a lot more relaxed, a lot more organised, and I don't have to worry about remembering anyone anymore because it's all on there, and you can do it all from your phone as well. So I love it. So if you were a bit put off to do it in the first place because you felt like it's going to be too much for you to do, that's how I felt. But honestly, it probably took me like an hour or two to set up. Me and DJ both set it up together, but like now it's set up, it's just made my life so much easier. So yeah, I'm really, really excited about it. And I know that some of the Diamonds are going to come on and talk about how they've been using Teamsy and how amazing it's been for them as well. So one other thing I want to talk about before I pass over to some of the Diamonds is me and my mum have been working hard on a new group, which is, I think, is a gap in a lot of our businesses, and it's going to help us get our team members off to the best start possible. So it's a new group. It's called Blueprints. So it's ready to open now. So ask your upline to add you, and we can add you in, and then you can then add your teams. I just want to, it's videos. Me and Mum sort of found out about John and Emma Snedden. They were speaking about a blueprint group, and through a lot of messaging and trying to ask lots of different people and actually eventually getting to John, and John actually finally getting back to me, I managed to get added to the group. So it's originally a blueprint group that John and Emma have done, that we've basically decided to make our own one but stream the videos from there, so that we can then add our teams to, because if we're trying to add our team to their group, like you've got to wait for them to accept and all that stuff. So we've like done our own one, but I've also added in some other things that they haven't got in that group. So I've added in videos on how to like process an order, how to do your website, everything like that. And I've also added in scripts. So our new team members get scripts on how to get customers, how to get team members, the prices. So everything is in there. So it's all in one place. I've made it so that it's a secret group, so you have to be added in by someone. So you can't actually find the group if you search it. And I've turned off all the comments on everything, so you can't go and tag anyone in anything. And I want it as just a place where we add our new team members to, and it's their job to go through, and you know, I don't want it to get all messy and get all over the place. So I've turned off the comments so it stays fresh, stays clean, and then it doesn't get all mixed up. So then that way our team members can go through and they can copy and paste scripts and watch the tutorial videos one by one. What, Mum?
Yeah, you might be about to say this, but I mean, the other thing that we'd like everyone to do is, rather than just dump your people into the group, what you need to be doing with your new team is, because this is really what it's all about, is to say to them, I'm going to be adding you to this amazing group. It's got lots of information in, but what I'd like you to do first is go and watch the welcome video, and go and watch video 1, and then come back to me and tell me what you thought. So then your team will come back to you and will tell you what they thought, and then they'll say, what's next? And you'll say, okay, I think you're ready now to go and watch the second video, or you're now ready to do your first post. So basically, you are not just dumping them in the group for them to find out what they want to do. It's about you still nurturing them and you still helping them and having this game of ball backwards and forwards with information across both of it. So that's what. Were you going to say that, Amy? Probably were, but that's really what we must do. We mustn't just use that as a dumping ground for people. And this is what I'm loving so much about, is when someone's got a question. Yes, you can answer that question, but if you know that question is in that group, just say to them, well, how about you go back to the group and you watch the video number 3 that tells you all about how to speak to people. So, you know, and then come back to me and tell me what you think. because you might pick up something from that and you'll actually be able to teach me something. So, you know, then that person is going to think, oh, wow, I better go and have a real good close look, because I might be able to pick up a tip from there that I'll be able to explain to Jeannette about. So, you know, that's what I want, that game of sort of ball backwards and forwards. Carry on, Amy, sorry.
No, 100%. That's so true, because the main part with your new team member is that relationship with you and your team member. Like Mum said, don't just dump them in the group and let them get on with it. Use that group as a tool. But the main thing is that relationship between you and your team member, having calls with them and helping them to, you know, like John says in these videos, it's the first 90 days that are so important with your new team member to get them off to the best start possible. And what I'd actually recommend you all do is actually go through and actually watch the videos yourself before you add any of your team. I would actually look at all the videos, look at all the content yourself first before anything else. So yeah, we're really excited about that. So we'll start adding you all in from this call as soon as possible now. So and we'd love your feedback, and if there's anything that you guys feel that would be good to be added in there extra, then obviously let us know, because we can always add more content in, do extra videos, things like that. So I'm really excited to hear what you guys think and some feedback on your new team members as well. So that's the blueprint group. Obviously I want to talk a little bit about Brighton. Who's excited about Brighton? Oh my god, I literally cannot believe it's not even that long till Brighton now. So like, I hope you've all got your tickets. I hope you're all coming. Like, give us a wave, or if you ain't got your camera on, let me know in the chat that you're coming to Brighton. Woo woo! So yeah, I'm really excited. I literally cannot wait. It's going to be insane. We've got the Monday opportunity call tomorrow. So Monday 8:30 opportunity call. Hopefully you guys are well ahead of me already, like before I've even said this, and you're already inviting your people on there and getting them locked into the Monday call. So don't forget that. Follow up with everybody, get them locked in, and get as many people as you can on to the Monday opportunity call. And then I have another little task for you all. So this is the last thing from me. I'd love it if everybody could post their story into the Diamond Dreamers Movement group. So this is our preview group. So your video, so if you maybe haven't done one in a while, then you could update your story and do a new video in there. Or even if you're not confident to do a video, then maybe do text. So, you know, put some photos up and write your story out and write in, because I really want to get some good stories in there. Some more, like we've already got some great ones in there, but some more up-to-date ones. And if you do decide to do a video, then it'd be great if you could maybe put like a short and snappy heading with it. So like, before this business I was blah 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 blah, now this. So like with my video I put from a broke, tired show jumper to like now living my dream life. So something like that, like short and snappy of your life before and then now, so that it makes people want to watch it. So like if you're a mum, maybe say that you're a mum. If you know, if you commute to London every day like Christine, then say that, so that people that we add to the group can relate to different people's stories, so you know before watching the video what type of person it's going to be, if that makes sense. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Perfect. So that's pretty much everything from me. I see, there's a cheap hotel, I see Matthias says, called Gulliver's Hotel. If anyone's looking for a cheap hotel, that's awesome. Thank you so much. Laura's looking for a little roomie to share with. Yeah, our preview group is called the Diamond Dreamers or just Diamond Dreamers Movements. That's where we add our potentials into. There's a 10-minute video that me and DJ have done that explains a bit about the products and the business. Tag them in that, and then that's all I tag them in, and I just say to them, go and have a look around the group and look at the stories, and then, you know, use your Teamsy, follow up the next day, and, you know, invite them onto the Monday opportunity call. Yeah, I've changed it from job opportunity to Diamond Dreamers Movement. Has anyone got any questions on that before we move on? Perfect. So now I'm actually going to hand over to Christine. I think this was the order, wasn't it? Yeah. So yeah, sorry. So I'm going to hand over to Christine now. I've asked Christine to come on and speak because she's recently been using Teamsy, and I wanted her to share how it's helped her, because Christine is super busy. She commutes to London every day. I mean, I don't even know how long her days even are. Like, she can tell us about that. She's got an amazing story. She's SC in the business. So I'm going to unmute Christine, because I know that she's already had great results with Teamsy already, and I just want to love you to share like how you fit this business in, being busy and everything that you do. Can't hear you. Is that just me?
I can't hear either.
Hey, hello.
So, those of you who don't know, I commute to London every day. I get up at 5:20 in the morning. I leave the house at 6:05. I have to drive to the station. I then have to get on a train. I then have to get on a tube. I then have to walk. And then I'm in the office for 8:20. I don't get a lunch break. And I get home for about 7:30 in the evening. So what I love about this business, it is perfect for busy people. And I'm just going to go through a typical day for me. So when I get on my train, I will log on to the Zoom call. It won't be with a camera on, but I will have my headphones on, and I will do my basics, because it's all about being consistent. So I will do my posts, I will do my birthdays, I will do my chasing, and then I will also do my adding. But what I'm loving, thank you very much for sharing, is Teamsy, because seriously, it is the nuts. I am so impressed with Teamsy, because what I've struggled with is keeping track of everything. Having a DMO book, as much as I loved it, I couldn't always complete it. So I was forever missing out on following up on people. So now, when I'm on the train, when I'm adding people and they accept, I'm screenshotting. So in the evening, I do a power hour every evening. Mark, my husband, knows this, and it's from 8:30 till 9:30. So when I get in, I've got time with Mark for an hour. So because you've got to obviously have a good balanced life, or else there's no point, is there? And I will do, in that hour, I am literally making and building relationships. So I will go have my iPad, will have my Teamsy login, and then I'm on my phone and I am chasing people, I am making connections, I am doing my follow-ups, and it's as simple as phone, one message, iPad, log in. It was dead easy to set up, and the beauty of it is, like Amy says, you've got all the videos. So it's really simple. If you get stuck, you just refer to a video. The one thing that freaked me out a little bit was that it said you needed to rank everybody. And with the amount of friends that we have, I don't have the time to do that. So what I do is every time I make a connection, I will rank them there and then. What I'm loving, if I can just share as well, is that with my customers, I am ranking them. So I will give a customer a 5, and they only get a 5 if that customer gives me referrals. So I know that I will follow up with that person more frequently than I would another customer. So I'm loving the ranking system for that. I've only been doing it a week. I have 3 orders in a week, 2 that I've placed today, 1 that's going in on the 20th. And that's just purely from following up with people that I've lost touch with. And it's not just customers, people. It is, like we said, we've got the call tomorrow. I was struggling keeping track because I have more than 1 book who I had invited to the call. And I noticed that on a couple of my power hours, there were people who had come up who I had added to the group and I just hadn't chased. So now it's given me the opportunity to reopen that conversation and to readdress what they wanted and to put the conversation back to is now a more convenient time to discuss what you were looking for. Have you checked out the group? We've got another call on Monday. Do you want the link? So for me, it's just fabulous. I can't tell you how nice it is, because I am very organized. With my job, I have to be, and I love Teamsy because it's all in one place. It's all, again, it's visual. You've got your grids at the top, and you can get a bit competitive with yourself because at the bottom, you've got a graph. I don't like the dips, and it's only been a week, people. I'm like, what is this dip? And it may only be like 70% instead of 80%. Doesn't matter. I'm not enjoying dips, and it's a week in. But that being said, it's absolutely brilliant. So if you don't have it yet, I would definitely recommend getting on, because it doesn't take long to set up. So that's my Teamsy.
Christine, can you just touch a little bit on, like you said that you get a lot of customers that refer you.
Mm-hmm.
How do you do that? That's epic, isn't it?
So I have, like with my customers, I am pretty hot on customer care. So it's just little things that I do. So when I get a new customer, you know, you do the usual welcome, thank you, looking forward, excited to start your journey with you. But I will send them out a welcome pack. So I have put together myself some recipes for like a slow cooker. I will print that off. I've got a welcome card, which you can get cheap in the shops. Card Factory, you can get a pack of 10, really cost effective. I've been on eBay and I've got like a tape measure, and you can buy these meal planners as well. So they'll just get a couple of sheets of them and they absolutely love it. I've got gold envelopes. So it's just like, oh, you know, what is this? And, you know, you get a lovely message back, you know, and they feel really special. And then when you do your follow-ups, it's not like, you don't berate them if they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing, but you just like, you're there for encouragement. You're there to make them feel as though you're thinking of them. So every week I will do like a recipe, one that I've not posted in the group or on my lists, and I will send out to them. I have tried with the, you know, with our shredders, we have the broadcast list, but not everybody is on WhatsApp. So I have found that I've reverted more to Facebook messaging and email as well. And Teamsy, again, is brilliant for that, because every time I have sent out a recipe, I've gone into Teamsy, I've called up that customer and I've sent a recipe, and I've then put them for a follow-up for a week. Or depending on how needy the customer is, it may, you can customize it. So instead of like 2 or 4 days, you can customize it to like 5 days or whatever you need it to be. And I've just found that I've got referrals that way. But also, like recently, I had an old customer who's no longer on the products. She contacted me about a friend of hers. So it's just so that they know who you are, and you're always in their mind because of the customer service you've given them initially. So that impression is always going to stay with them. So when they have a friend that is looking to improve their health, the first person they're going to think of is you, which is what Natasha did for me. So she's referred this person. She's done a 3-way messenger, and we're chatting currently because the woman wants to talk about hair. And, you know, just from that initial welcome pack and the follow-up, I'm potentially going to have a customer that way.
That's amazing. Getting your customers to refer you is such an amazing idea, and if you get your customers to do that, that's amazing, because that's not like you going out there and getting another customer. Like, if your customers are going to be out there and like advertise for you, then that's perfect. And these, you know, these are the types of people that will come and eventually join your team, or they might just be a referral for you for the whole time, and that's absolutely fine. Like, that's what you want. You want Raven fans that either join your team, become a customer, or that refer you all day long. So that's really good, Christine.
Yeah, I found that as well. You're talking about teamies, is that when a customer does refer me, I do turn around and do like a little cheeky little post saying, you do realise you're doing what I do, so surely you'd want to get paid for it. and then like loads of emojis. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And sometimes they're just like, what are you talking about? And you're like, I got a call on Monday. Get on it, it'll tell you all about it. So it's just another way of getting some more people into our op groups as well.
Love that. I love that. So you got a little question there from Matthias.
I didn't see that.
You see in the chat. He's asking, how many do you connect with per day? Could just be great to see what numbers.
Okay, let me call up the Teamsy. So today I've been out most of the day, but today I am currently on, I've got to log in. So today I think I'm on 56 today. I've connected with my customers, I've connected with teamies, and with my ads, I've got 9 people accepted me today. So my adding of people has, and I don't know why, but that's improved as well. I'm getting more people accepting me daily than I ever have. I don't know if it's because I'm maybe not doing as much vintage people when I'm doing my connections. But I would say on average, I'm looking at about 70 connects a day.
Perfect.
Yeah, because I don't, currently I'm just looking for this not to be a full-time business at the moment. So my stats, I don't believe are going to be as high as everybody else's. But like you say, Amy, I've not changed what they've suggested. So when I'm going over, that's like win-win. Yeah. So I'm happy for that to stay as is.
That's amazing, Christine. That's brilliant. And that's what I love. Like in my whole career with Juice Plus, I've never actually known my number. If you said to me, Amy, what's your numbers? I'd be like, well, I speak to lots of people. I don't know exactly what my numbers are. But now with Teamsy, I'm now going to figure out what my numbers are. Like, how many people am I actually speaking to? Not just chatting about their auntie, but actually speaking to about the products and about the business. And this is what I'm excited about. But yeah, look, Matthias is saying 70 is a lot. That is a lot, Christine. 70 is a really high number. You should be really proud of yourself.
But that includes like all my birthdays. That includes all my chases on my likes. So like today,
it shows though, like the amount, and that's what I'm saying. You probably didn't realise how many people you are. That's what I'm saying. It feels good. It actually makes you think, oh my god, I actually do speak to a lot of people and actually have a lot of conversations and a lot of connections.
That's it. And then the scripts are immense because sometimes I've always, well, not always, I've struggled like with the initial one. But the one that they're suggesting is just stopping by to say hi. one little liner, and I have had so many responses from that. I've adapted it because I've got like a long weekend, so I've like, how's your week been? Are you looking forward to the weekend? And then when I get a response back, it's more like, oh, and they're asking how I am, and then you can put that excitement in. It's working really well. The scripts are good, and I like the fact, sorry Jeanette, if you're going to be talking about this as well, but I like the fact that you can add to the scripts so that we can add what we use as well. It's phenomenal. Can't rate it enough. Brilliant.
No, I 100% agree. I love that, Christine. So what I'll do is, because you've covered a lot really with how you recruit and how you get customers with that, so I'm just going to ask you 2 final questions that are going to be like short, like 1-minute answers. So like, what have you got, like any favorite personal development books or audios that you love to listen to?
Yeah, so I use the Audible app, so I pay that monthly. I have a particular one I go to if I'm struggling a bit, and that's Rhinoceros Success.
Ooh.
By Scott Alexander. It's not that long, but it's basically about, don't care what everyone else is doing it, grow a thick skin, just get on with it. And sometimes that I just need that little kick up the arse to just, keep me going. And it's quite an upbeat one as well. And I love that one.
Love that. I'm just looking it up now. I actually remember John talking about this before. I think John's mentioned it before. Yeah.
That's
so yeah. Oh, wicked. I'm going to definitely check that one out. And then have you got like any favourite apps like on your phone, like any little apps that you love to use that you could share with everybody?
I like the Canva for doing your pictures, because it also has great templates on as well, and that does the great wording. But my favourite one at the moment is called, I'm just bringing it up because it just says T, Typorama.
Typorama.
Yeah. So I don't know if you can see. No. So it goes in and it already has like stock images. It's very professional. And you can put wordings over, and it can do it in boxes, different fonts. And it, to me, it's just really professional looking, and I am absolutely loving that at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Oh, amazing. That's so good. I'm going to check that one out as well. I don't think I've used that one, so it's good, because I love these little apps. It's really important to like make your posts look attractive and as professional as possible. So like, I think these little apps are really useful. So final question, which is I love to ask. So Christine, if you started Juice Plus all over again, you had no team, you restarted as a dealer, you had no customers, but you knew all the skills that you have now. You have 0 Facebook friends, so you're starting like your Facebook from scratch, and you moved to a brand new city where you didn't know anybody. What's the first things that you would do to go out there and start building your business?
Really simple. Coffee catch-ups. I think, and as we know, the plan is to move. So that would be what I'm going to be doing. When we move to the new place that we're going to be living in, hopefully soon, we will be doing coffee catch-ups, and it will either be with Mark or without. It will be in a local coffee shop, sit there, products out, type away, invite people to come, interested, this is where I'm going to be between X and Y.
Love it. Love it. Thank you so much, Christine. You shared so many amazing tips there. Like I say, it's just so good to hear how Teams is already helping you. So like using it for a week and you've already got 3 orders, which is amazing. And I know that you said you're speaking to lots more people about the business. So I know you're going to have, I reckon you can definitely get a team member this month. So I'm so proud of you. Well done. And thank you so much for sharing.
You're welcome.
So now we're going to go over to Mama D.
Woohoo!
Drum roll. So I'll just hand over to you, Mum, because I know you've got probably lots of things you want to talk about with Team D and everything, because I know you're really excited about it, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm really excited about it. After I drilled poor Matthias the other week on hundreds and hundreds of questions, because that's me all over, and I really still wasn't sure, but nevertheless I downloaded my free option, and then I got stuck with the CVS file, which I couldn't find. I managed to download all my Facebook content on there, but one of the things I really like so much about it is that is actually supported by Juice Plus. Again, I didn't realise that, and when you see a little logo at the top left hand corner that says that you can log into Juice Plus, you can write your it's got a drop down box of all the bonus levels, and that then talks to you about going to your back office with Juice Plus and how you download your customers and your team and what you have to do. Now, I struggled with that a little bit to start with, because you'd got to delete bits and pieces and that, but I'm really quite technophobic, so I managed to do it. The only thing I couldn't do was to convert it to a CVS file, which was because I couldn't find it on my laptop. And I spent about a couple of hours going onto YouTube, trying to download something to try and sort that out. And I had a catch up with Christine the other day on Friday, and she said, "Oh, look, it's just here, look, export to, there it is, CVS." So result, I was up and running. So I've only been doing it, where are we, Sunday? So I got home that night and I downloaded the last little bits on Friday night. So I had a proper day yesterday and today, and I'm totally hooked. So if you're skeptical about it, if you don't think it's for you, then you need to try it. I mean, I love my books. I love writing everything down. And I thought I was going to, miss all of that. But I just love the fact it's all there. And what I found was really good last night was when I'd done everything and that said 100%, I'd done everything. And I thought, oh, it's 9:30. I can go and sit with Matt now. I don't have to sit here till midnight if I don't want to, because I've connected with everything and done everything. So so I really like that. One of the questions was, do we have to pay? We get 30 days for free. And then I think it's £20 a month thereafter. And to be honest, I'd probably spend that much in stationery anyway. So I don't have to do that. So yeah, I love the way it's connected to Juice Plus. I really, really like that. And I just love the connections. And yes, I do log my birthdays, because I use my birthdays as a way of connecting people with the business and other things. So I definitely log that. So I'm absolutely loving it. I'm only a day in, and I just feel really good. And I just feel that, for whatever I can get done, if I've got a busy day doing other things, that's fine, because I can spend, probably a couple of hours in the evening catching up with the amount that I need to do to get my 100%. And if I don't get 100%, that's not the end of the world either. So I really love it. I really, really love it. And, you can have a sideline buddy that you can refer to and connect with. And, just coming back to people and being organised with the follow-up. And again, like the others, I don't really want to go through and rank them all. I'm going to, that when I realised I've got to do that, I went, whoa, I can't get through 5,000 friends and do that. So I decided that as I was adding new people, or as I was doing that, connecting with people, that would be at that point that I would do the ranking. So yeah, and the scripts are lovely. Adding your own scripts there, you can do that as well. And you can add people onto the, because obviously when you download your Facebook friends and then you're continuing to add friends, you can easily add people to it. So I find that works really well. So yeah, I'm really hooked. I don't think it takes very much longer. Just like Christine, I have my phone that I do my work on. I have the laptop open, and I just go on and log it. And I might find their name. I might just put birthday. I don't put big sentences or anything. And if you scroll to the bottom, you can see the whole list of all your activity that day and all the conversations you've had and what the little abbreviations you've had of that birthday. So it's very easy to go back and find things. So yeah, I absolutely love it. I think it's well worth it, and I should be signing up to it properly, because I think it's money very, very, very well spent. So I absolutely love that. But yeah, I was just very, very skeptical. So yeah, it's absolutely brilliant.
Perfect, amazing. So, Mum, I don't know. I'm asking you the questions, aren't I? I don't know if there's anything else you wanted to talk about before I sort of go into the questions or anything like that, or.
No, I don't think so. I mean, what I want to cover about the questions is quite a bit, so you can.
Perfect.
That's
fine. So what are your top tips? Like, how do you go about getting customers?
Okay, getting customers. I do a lot. I chase all my likes that I do get on my Facebook, and I think a lot of people do struggle with that. So one thing that I try to imagine is that you've got that person in the room with you, and they've said to you, "Oh my God, your capsules look amazing," or "What are your capsules?" Well, what would you say to that person? You'd need to say, "Thank you for the like. Hope you're well. Thank you for the like on my post about my capsules." But then what would you say to them if the person stood there? That they're amazing. Would you like some information on them? So imagine that you're in the room with the person when you're trying to chase a like. And just by simply doing that, that's always allowed me to think of a better way to respond to that like. Generally, I only respond to likes on posts to do with the products and the business. But I am also, with this connecting thing, is that you can also do that as well, to a motivational post maybe. That might be something about starting a new day, putting the week behind you, out of the way, and starting with a new week positively now. So, you could ask them a question about that. Thanks for checking out the like. Thank you for liking my post, my morning quote about being positive this week. Is that what you're planning on doing, being positive this week? Ask a question, and, make it about the post that they were liking, basically. And, you know, just imagine that they were there in the room with you, and then you've got this picture on the wall and they've said something about that. What would you say to them? You know, and I've always found that's made life easier for me. So chasing likes, because again, you're making a connection with them. And, you know, post on your story, showing that you're using your products, and not just saying all the time that these are the products. Give some information about the products on a post, but as a one-liner. Don't list all of the things with the product at the same time. Do one thing, like, you know, can't believe these are good enough for athletes, so they're good enough for me. And then the next post you can say, can't believe that Holland and Barrett and Boots wanted a stock when they first came into the UK. And then you can put, so you do one line with each one. So what I get a lot of my team to do is write out a list of everything about the products and find out and do some research about the products. So you've got lots of things about the products, and then use one line from that as a post, because I find that works quite well. So chasing these likes, and being on your story, getting involved with your list, on the groups, in the groups that we run. You might feel that you're not getting much back from people in the groups, but, you know, trust me, they're watching you. And I will get a message from someone that will say to me, I just can't believe that testimonial you've posted. That's amazing. And then I realise that I'm either not friends with the person, but they're in my group. And I'm just super excited about that. Giving value and interaction as well is really important. Having fun on your Facebook, and asking questions on your Facebook is really good too. So doing all those sort of things to get customers, and, you know, being vulnerable on Facebook, letting people know how you're feeling, what's going on in your life right now. Doesn't have to be perfect, but just remember, it is your shop window and you don't want to bring negativity to it. But you can say that you're having a bad day, but thanks to my capsules, or you're having a bad day thanks to the amazing team that's lifted me, or whatever else. So you can put a positive spin on what is a down day. But it is important to let people know that you are actually real, and what's going on. Obviously doing lives is absolutely key to doing that as well. So, you know, just all of those things really.
Perfect. No, that's so good. Like for me as well, chasing likes is a massive part of it. You know, chasing your polls. Like I do like Facebook polls on your actual Facebook, and I find I get loads more votes on them than what I do on my story. So I really like those Facebook polls. Like I did one last night, just like non-Juice Plus, like interactive one, and then I'll probably do one this week that will be related to Juice Plus, and I just get a lot. And like even like still within a few days later, people are still voting on it, because they can vote on that poll for up to a week, so you can still go back and like message those people. So yeah, it works really, really well. So have you got any like just a couple of top tips on how you recruit, you know, speak to people about the business?
The best thing I'm loving about getting across to people about the business really is all of the things I've already said really about the products, but also about the business. But my birthday message, since I've put my birthday message in Messenger and stopped doing it on my Facebook, on the wall is getting so much better response. So I send a little message that says, sorry, I've missed your birthday, because we always do it a day late. And the reason we do it a day late is because it then shows up and not amongst the other 400 or 500 birthday messages that they've got. So therefore you can, and again, Amy told me about this for weeks and months, and I just thought, yeah, well, I'm not doing a video. You must be joking. I'm not doing that. But I gave in, and as usual, she's right. It's just that I take a little bit of time to get off the mark. So sending birthday messages in Messenger is absolutely key. So doing it a day late is absolutely key. And also sending them a birthday video to go with it might feel really uncomfortable, but you've got to get out of your own way for that. So mine is just me singing happy birthday to them. And they come back, and most people come back and give me such a, they're really pleased. They say I've made their day, whatever else. And I always respond, you're very welcome, glad you liked it. Sounds like you had a fab day, whatever they've said. Is work keeping you busy? So then when they come back to me and say, yeah, super busy, I've got another message that I send which starts, perfect, you're just what I'm looking for. And I then speak about that I'm busy with doing what I'm doing, and I've got this amazing business opportunity, all done from your phone. Would you be interested in earning extra income? And then people say yes, they would, or they'll say no. And if they say no, I always say, that's cool, no worries. Would you mind just telling me what's stopping you? And then they'll say, well, I just haven't got enough time. So, and I say, well, I know how you feel. I felt the same. But what I found is this is so amazingly easily done from your phone, fitted in around a busy lifestyle. This is actually designed for busy people. And so I can already answer one of the objections. And I'm finding that that's working really, really well. They then come back to me and say, okay, tell me some more info. So I'll say, if I sent you a short 5-minute video that tells you a bit about how this has changed my life, would you watch it? So then they'll say yes. So I send them my video of me talking about mine, and then I'll answer any objections that they may have. I may have to follow up. I get them into the job opportunity group, and then get them onto a Monday call. I do struggle with getting them onto a Monday call, but I need to keep persevering with that, and to work it that way. So this all comes from a birthday message. And I'm just finding that when you've got 15, maybe 20 people, so you've really prospected them about the business every day, 15 to 20 people every day about the business. And I just think that's super, super good, super easy. Obviously, direct posts, indirect posts on Facebook, on your story, into the groups, just the same. But yeah, I really, really do enjoy doing that. And I just find it so easy with the birthday message. Is work keeping you busy? Is an absolutely game changer. Not anything else. What do you do for a living or anything? Is work keeping you busy? Is absolutely key.
Amazing, love that. And it's exactly the same for me. Like, I get a lot for my birthdays, and then, like, exactly like Mum said, I do all of that, and I 100% agree. It's a game changer. And one little thing that really helps me with, you know, when you're speaking to people about the products and business, and if you're feeling like you're struggling to get a close or struggling to kind of get like a yes or a no, then a really great question that I use is, what else do you need to know to make a decision on getting started? And that is a great question that I will use over and over again until they basically sign up. So what else do you need to know to make a decision on getting started? And that's a great question to kind of help you close once they've been on the opportunity call, and you kind of, you know, if any of you got to that point, it's like, well, what do I do now? Like, so just ask them, what else do you need to know to make a decision on getting started? And if they say they need to know more about the products, give them the information on the products, and then ask the question again. What else do you need to know to make a decision on getting started? And keep going through that process until they're ready.
Yeah, that's true. And the other thing is what go process, isn't it? Out of 1 to 10, where are you right now with joining this business or with getting started with the products, whatever it might be? If 1 was you're not interested, in 10, sign me up, where are you? And they'll say I'm a 7. So then you'll say, okay, you're a 7. What is it I need to do to help you? What questions have you got to help you turn yourself into a 10, basically? So, you know, they're all key things. And to be honest, we've only picked them up from the information that we've watched and listened to.
Absolutely. So, but yeah, we're really excited about Teamsy, aren't we? So I hope that you guys that maybe aren't on it yet or haven't heard about it, go and watch that Zoom call with Matthias and Anisette where they talk all about it in a lot more detail. But if you're wanting to get on it, just simply go to Teamsy on your Google, on your laptop, on your phone. Go and have a look at it. Go check it out. Go sign up for the 30 days. And, you know, it will really help you guys, especially you guys that are super busy, and help you with your follow-ups. And it's great because you can also, if you guys get all your team on it, then you can actually say to your team, well, like, you know, if they say they're struggling, then let me see your numbers. So it's just an awesome tool. It's really helping us. So yeah, we can't recommend it enough. So yeah, I think that's it really. I think, Mum, is there anything else you want to add?
No, I don't think so. You just said you want to know what the book was, and that was You're a Badass. It's a really great book. And
yeah, what's your favourite audio book or book?
That was the other thing, was You're a Badass. I've said Go Pro before because that is amazing.
You're a badass.
Yeah. And my app really that I love so much is Audible. There's lots of other apps, obviously.
MLM Nation.
Yeah, Spotify is really good, obviously, all of that. But Audible I really like, because you can get your you can pay for it as monthly, and you get a free credit. So far the books I've downloaded, been doing it since November, the books I've downloaded have been sort of 15-20 quid books, and I pay a monthly subscription of $7.99. So as long as the books I'm downloading on Audible, where I can listen to it when I'm over the yard, when I'm walking the dogs, whatever else, with my headphones on, as long as they're more than $7.99, then I'm happy, really. So you're winning, aren't you?
So you pay your monthly subscription and then you don't pay anything for the book?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good, isn't it? Amazing.
And you get a credit, and it tells you you've got a credit, and you can then go and use it on one of the books that they're recommending, or that someone has recommended you. I usually then ask other diamonds, what do you recommend? So I'm really liking that. So that's awesome.
Have you got any apps that you'd recommend?
I love to look up Google, to be honest. Is really good, because you can find, people often ask me, where do I get all my quotes and that from? You can go to Google and you can put healthy quote, you can put inspirational quote, you can put funny quote, you can put horsey quote, you can put any quote in there, and they'll come up with a list of them, and if you go to images you'll find them. So I think that's really helpful. Obviously using our calendar is really helpful, so that you can follow. Obviously we've got Teamsy to help us with that now, but nevertheless using your calendar is really important. Notes, I don't know where I'd be without my notes. Again, I'm putting those into Teamsy as I go. Spotify is absolutely amazing. Zoom is amazing. They're all amazing apps, aren't they, girls? What would we do without them?
Amazing. Well, thanks so much, Mum. So much amazing value there. Thank you so much for sharing. So, Diamonds, who's excited? We've got a fresh new week ahead of us. So it's Monday tomorrow. We've got a brand new week. Let's absolutely smash. We've got the opportunity call. It's not too late to get as many as your guys on the opportunity call. We've actually got an Ipswich event tomorrow, but I'm going to be making sure that my potentials that don't live local are going to be getting on the opportunity call whilst I do the event with potentials that are local to us. So yeah, really excited. And we'll see you all in the week. I'll be getting on the power hours, so hopefully I'll see as many as you on the power hours. Like I said, I try and get on as many as I can, so that if any of you are happy to jump on, then I'm there to help you. If you've got any questions, that's your great chance to check in and ask questions and have help, and we can all jump on together, get our DMOs done together. There's ones every day at loads of different times, so you can at least get on one a day that suits you. And yeah, just lock in, stay close to the fire, guys. Stay close, stay excited, and get yourself locked in to all the calls and the events, and it'll be a massive difference in your business if you can do that. So thanks so much for joining, everybody, and we'll see you all next week. Bye.